India Today has learned that the cabinet reject will reportedly take place on Thursday at 10:30 a.m. Sources have told India Today that the final names of the cabinet reshuffle perhaps would be announced on Thursday by the government, is what we are picking up at this point of time. The BJP leaders who are likely to be inducted in the cabinet have been summoned to Delhi. India Today has the inside track. Leaders like Scindia, Sonowal, Narayan Rane have been summoned to the capital. That is another top development we're breaking at this point of time. All the BJP cabinet probables are heading to Delhi as we speak, and they will reportedly meet with BJP chief JP Nadda starting tomorrow. Nadda, who is in Himachal right now, is heading back to Delhi this evening. He's also going to be meeting the leaders who are going to be dropped from the cabinet. So there are many names that would be dropped too. The next big development we're tracking on India Today is Thawar Chand Gehlot, who was part of the Modi cabinet, has now been appointed as the governor of Karnataka. Gehlot, remember, was the social justice minister, and this effectively means that the ministry is now vacant and a cabinet reject perhaps will fill this ministry's post. This ministry is perhaps up for grabs. This is coming in all after the government ordered major reject of the governors as well. And now speculation is rife over the possible cabinet reject of Prime Minister Modi's cabinet. We here at India Today have learned that the mega Modi cabinet reject is likely to take place on Thursday. Several leaders have been summoned to Delhi, including Jyotiraditya Scindia, Narayan Rane, Sarbananda Sonowal, Shantanu Thakur. These leaders are expected to land in Delhi post 3 p.m. and BJP chief JP Nadda will reportedly be meeting all BJP cabinet probables tomorrow. Approximately over 20 new faces are going to be inducted into the new cabinet, and several sitting ministers may be dropped. MPs from Bengal, Maharashtra, UP will be given priority, along with ally in UP, Apna Dal and Nishad Party. From Bihar, JDU and LJP's Paras faction will get a representation. As per the sources, cabinet reject aims to correct the regional representation ahead of assembly elections in 5 states, including UP, slated to take place next year. It also aims at doing a midterm course correction and shape up administrative governance.
यहाँ से मैं जा रहा हूँ कई जगह श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करने के लिए, फिर बीजेपी कार्यालय भी मैं जा रहा हूँ, 2-3 लोगों के यहाँ भी जा रहा हूँ, और ऐसा ही विस्तृत दौरा।
ना इसमें मैं तय करने वाला हूँ, ना आपको इन्फॉर्म करने वाला हूँ। जो उचित लोग हैं वही इस पे आपको कोई जानकारी दे पाएंगे।
चर्चा करने से कोई इसमें परिवर्तन होने वाला नहीं है, कोई लाभ भी होने वाली है। केंद्र सरकार के हाथ में है, माननीय मोदी जी हमारे नेता है, वो जो तय करेंगे वही होगा, और पार्टी जिसको जो जिम्मेदारी देगा वो संभालेगा। कि व्यक्ति की विशेषता इसमें नहीं है।
जनता दल यूनाइटेड केंद्रीय मंत्रिमंडल में शामिल होगी, और कौन मंत्री बनेंगे ये विशेषाधिकार माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के हैं। थोड़ा इंतजार कर लीजिए, निश्चित रूप से आप सबको स्पष्ट रूप से मिल जाएगी खबर।
Hemendra Sharma is reporting from Bhopal. Prema Rajaram from Kolkata, Abhishek Mishra live from Lucknow, Kamlesh Sutar reporting from Mumbai. Let's begin with Hemendra, who is joining us from Bhopal. Hemendra, in just about an hour from now, I believe Jyotiraditya Scindia will be leaving for Delhi, or arriving rather in Delhi. He has he's probably one of the top contenders in the fray as far as being inducted in the new Modi cabinet is concerned, is what we're picking up from sources. If you could just tell us a little more on Scindia's plan and what you're picking up on this front.
One of the key figures, and Scindia was on a 3-day tour of Madhya Pradesh. He has cut short that trip. He was supposed to go to Devas today. That tour has also been cut short, and now he's leaving for Delhi at 3:30 p.m. today. So in just about an hour and a half, he would be leaving for Delhi, and this has been confirmed by his official spokesperson as well. And there's a lot of excitement amongst Scindia supporters over here in Madhya Pradesh. They're excited about the fact that Scindia, after a long wait of more than a year, is likely to be inducted in the Union Cabinet because it was Scindia who brought down the Kamal Nath government in Madhya Pradesh, and it was part of the original deal that Jyotiraditya Scindia not only would be sent to the Rajya Sabha, but would also be inducted into the Union Cabinet. And also there would be some ministers and MLAs who would resign along with him from the Congress party over here in Madhya Pradesh and bring the downfall of the Kamal Nath government, and thereafter appoint Shivraj Singh Chauhan as the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. So the BJP came to power because of Jyotiraditya Scindia. So there was a lot of expectation in the past 1 year, and now that period has come to an end. That's what his supporters are actually enthusiastic about, and they're also hoping that Jyotiraditya Scindia would not only be inducted into the Union Cabinet Ministry, but would also be given a prominent ministry. So they are also hopeful about a prominent ministry for Jyotiraditya Scindia.
Absolutely. Let's also take this across to Prema Rajaram, who's reporting from Kolkata. Prema, same case with Sarbananda Sonowal, who is on his way to Delhi now. He's been summoned to Delhi and is likely to have a meeting with JP Nadda. And perhaps this is another face that could be inducted in the new cabinet.
Talks are there is speculation of whether Sarbananda Sonowal could make his way into the cabinet, and it's a high possibility that he will be inducted in the cabinet. He has been in the union government before. He's been one of the council of ministers as sports and youth affairs ministers, and now's his time once again to be part of the union cabinet. He has been the chief minister of Assam from 2016, but made way for Hemant Biswa Sarma. So Sonowal is likely to be there as one of the council of ministers, and talks are on as far as he's concerned. As far as West Bengal is concerned as well, there are some names doing the rounds, but these are just speculation. There is no surety as to who could be part of the cabinet. But yes, there are some BJP leaders who are hopeful, some uncertain as to what to really say until and unless they get some confirmation from the centre. Back to JP.
Absolutely. Let's also get in Abhishek Mishra, who's joining us live from Lucknow. Abhishek, ahead of the Uttar Pradesh elections, keeping that in mind, what are you picking up and what is the inside track that you're picking up going backwards from the fact that the UP elections are next year and the kind of cabinet berths that perhaps could be given out in the new reshuffle?
Well, absolutely, Chetan. It's going to be a very important decision as far as UP is concerned, because it is all set for the next assembly elections, and the caste equation is going to play a very important role in this, expansion. Specifically talking about UP, there are going to be faces from the allies like Apna Dal, Anupriya Patel, from the Nishad party, Praveen Nishad, who is a member of parliament from Sant Kabir Nagar. At the same time, a Brahmin candidate can also be a confirmed seat in the Modi cabinet. And there are three contenders for it. Professor Rita Bahuguna Joshi from Allahabad, Satyadev Pachauri, MP from Kanpur, and one more name is also in the circuit of Manoj Tiwari, although he's not from Uttar Pradesh, but he has a stronghold in the Purvanchal. So that's going to be a situation, and one face from Dalit community can also be a possibility. Ram Shankar Katheria was also is a possible name, but it all remains to be seen when the calls will come, because so far there is no confirmation on that end. But it's going to be very important expansion in terms of the cabinet in Uttar Pradesh, the representation, and 3 to 4 members ministers can come from UP. But it's going to be a very important decision, looking at the fact that how the BJP is trying to line all these allies at the same time, taking the representation from the organization who have been waiting for this opportunity from a while now. Yes.
All right, stay on with us. I'm requesting all our reporters to stay on with us. So how will be the new cabinet of the Modi government? According to sources, number one, more than 20 new faces are likely to be inducted. Major cabinet expansion on the cards, and as I was telling you, more than 20 new faces likely to be inducted. Several sitting ministers perhaps may just be dropped. The other information we're picking up from sources that the focus is going to be on Bengal, Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh allies Apna Dal, Nishad party may just end up getting the berths as well. JDU and Paras faction of the LJP may be inducted too. This is what we're picking up. The cabinet expansion likely this week itself. This is what we're picking up for now from sources. And that's all the latest scoop that is coming in. The Inside Track first year on India Today, getting you a perspective, getting you all the information, getting you all the information that's trickling in from the sources as far as this big reshuffle is concerned. The expansion is likely on Thursday. I'd also like to introduce our National Affairs Editor, Rahul Srivastava, who's joining us on this broadcast. Rahul, performances looks like it's going to be a very big criteria given the pandemic and given the fact that there is a UP election that is upcoming. What are you picking up on the performance front and going backwards from the performance, the new inductions that could perhaps take place?
Katie, the biggest evidence that the Prime Minister is looking for a performance element is Mr. Thawarchand Gehlot being sent in as governor of Karnataka. One, yes, a seasoned BJP hand is required in Karnataka, which is in a bit of a turmoil, and with the BJP looking for a new leader, replacement for Yadurappa, the descent in the ranks, it's an important place to be. But the fact is that his being sent out as a governor is a sign that there exists a performance criteria. What we are hearing that at least 3 to 4 ministers could well be in the line of fire, primarily because of this performance criteria. There is also a very big question mark, Chetty, over Dr. Harshvardhan, the health minister of the country. Because right now, if you look at it, what the view in the government, what I have been able to gather over the last 1 week, is not just his work as the health minister, but perhaps the fact that he could not predict the ferocity or prepare and preempt the ferocity of the second wave has not really gone down very well. And the Prime Minister, if you realize that late period of March and April, had to get inside, get his hands dirty with holding review meetings for oxygen, ventilators, and all those things. That exposed the Prime Minister to public criticism, whereas that's the job of a cabinet minister, that he needs to stand up at that moment and take charge. And that will open up, if there is a replacement, the Prime Minister will have to find out who is going to replace Dr. Harshvardhan, Health Minister. Also, another hunt is going to start, that how is Delhi going to get represented? What we are being told, that in case that Dr. Harshvardhan loses health, then perhaps there could well be one more induction from Delhi. And there are 2 names doing the rounds. No confirmation, but yes, I'm hearing from sources that Parvesh Verma and Meenakshi Lekhi could well be one of the MPs from Delhi who could be getting a place in the Council of Ministers. And that is how a lot of people names are doing the round which fit into this theory. Say, for example, Dr. Preetam Munde. She is the daughter of Gopinath Munde, senior BJP leader from Maharashtra. She represents Bid. She is a medical practitioner, and that's why she could well be getting a post in the Ministry of Health Affairs as a Minister of State. Also, Mr. Hardeep Puri, for example, he has been holding MOS Commerce for a long time, and he had an expertise or a brush with WTO negotiation when he was an IFS officer. Is there a possibility that Piyush Goyal, who holds an additional portfolio with commerce, can Hardeep Puri be getting it? So definitely performance is going to be a criteria, not just for those who are being sent out of the council, but also those who are holding additional portfolios or too many portfolios as far as their rank in the cabinet is concerned.
Absolutely. And we also, Rahul, stay with us. Let's also get you a list of leaders who have been summoned to Delhi just to get a better idea of who the new names could be. And the focus is on these ministers. Jyotiraditya Scindia, BJP leader, he jumped ship from Congress to BJP. And Narayan Rane is the other one from Maharashtra. He's also been summoned to Delhi as ex-Assam Chief Minister Sarabanda Sonowal. He's also been summoned to Delhi today. Shantanu Thakur, he's the Bharatiya Janata Party MP. He's also been summoned today. He's from West Bengal. And these are the netas who have been summoned at the moment to Delhi.